bell was hung beside the door, polished bright, unused before it waited there through snow and song. All night long, all night long, the room was full, the voices loud, laughter spilling through the crowd. Yet somehow when the cord was pulled, no one turned, no one looked. A bell that rang for no one, clear but unseen, a sound that passed right through the room like it had never been. A bell that rang for no one, pure and alone. Still it rang because it could not to be known. The food grew cold, the wine ran dry, stories stacked like alibis, every moment filled with cheer. Still that sound stayed hovering near. Some things don't need a witness, don't need reply. Some things ring because they must, not to ask why. A bell that rang for no one, clear but unseen, a sound that passed right through the room like it had never been. A bell that rang for no one, pure and alone. Still it rang because it could not to be known. Later on, when rooms were bare and silence finally took the air, I heard it ring again inside, soft and wide. The bells sound different after 12. Less hurry, more swing. They don't announce arrivals, they don't need to sing. They ring for empty streets, for cats asleep inside, for snow that falls without applause and leaves no need to hide. Jingle bells after midnight, don't ask you where you've been. They only mark the quiet joy of how the night gets thin. Ooh, no parades, no crowded rooms, just echoes finding place. A softer kind of celebration, moving at its own pace. When morning starts to clear its throat and silence packs its bags, the bells fade out politely like well-behaved old friends. Jingle bells have place when the world goes hush. Your lips learn winter quickly, warm then sharp then sweet. Every kiss left something behind, like spice on snowy streets. Kisses that taste like cinnamon, not sugar, not too neat. The kind that linger on your breath long after you retreat. We shared them in doorways, in half-zip coats and laughs. Air was cold, the timing bad, but still we did the math. Your hands were always searching for pocket sleeves, my waist, as if the night might run away if we didn't make it stay. Kisses that taste like cinnamon, a little burn aglow, proof that heat can live inside the slowest falling snow. By January's tired end, when all the lights came down, I could still find you in the dark by that familiar sound. There was a drawer for every morning, small and square and plain, painted numbers wearing thin from years of counting days. Most held chocolate once or twice, a tiny wooden star, but some were light as folded air and harder to ignore. Love notes hidden in advent drawers, written small, written slow, promises that didn't rush. December taught them so. I found one tucked behind the 6 in handwriting not neat. Said today, remember this, you always find your feet. Another waited under 9, said don't forget to rest, as if you knew the way I tried to give only my notes hidden in adventures, not flashy, never loud. Little truths wrapped carefully, so hope would feel allowed. You never signed them with your name, just left a simple mark. Like love doesn't need credit when it shows up in the dark. By drawer 12 I started smiling before I pulled it wide, expecting words before they came, already on my side. One said meet me in the kitchen when the kettle starts to sing. Another said tonight is good for absolutely anything. Love notes hidden in adventures, teaching time to bend. Not everything is meant to rush, some things just quietly to tend. On 23 my hand shook, the house was full of light. The note just said, whatever comes, I'll stay through all the nights. The last drawer opened easily, no bow, no grand display. Just one more folded sentence that I still keep to this day. It said, love lives in waiting, in mornings yet to be. And if you're ever looking back, I'll be where you left me. Love notes hidden in adventures, still counting even now. Every December I swear I hear you somehow. Mrs. Claus hid the candy canes behind the flour tins. Said too much sugar before noon was how the chaos begins. The elves went on a careful hunt, left trails of red and white, but she was 3 steps ahead of them. With a grin she didn't fight. Mrs. Claus hid the candy canes and called it self-control, but every cupboard knew the truth. She liked to keep them closed. By evening she gave in a bit, let 1 or 2 slip free. Christmas works on balance, or so she told the tree. The kitchen smelled like peppermint. The rules began to bend, and suddenly the candy canes were everywhere again. I tied it tight, I checked the name. Every letter looked the same. Still somehow when the door swung wide, I knew at once I'd missed the sign. The hallway smelled like someone else. Different books upon the shelf. A tree that wasn't meant for me still stood there patiently. Red ribbon in the wrong house, bow facing east. A gift that landed where it shouldn't, at the very least. Red ribbon in the wrong house, wrapped up just right, but meant for hands I'll never see. On Christmas night, they smiled kind, they thanked me twice, said the thought was very nice. I nodded like it didn't sting, like I hadn't felt a thing. Some mistakes are gentle ones, no harm done, no harm done. Still you feel them later on when the lights are gone. Red ribbon in the wrong house, bow facing east. A gift that landed where it shouldn't, at the very least. Red ribbon in the wrong house, wrapped up just right, but meant for hands I'll never see. On Christmas night, somewhere else a space was bare, an empty chair, an empty stare. And somewhere else I learned to see where I was meant to be. Rudolph used to face the front, head down low, no second glance. Every step was forward only, every breath a narrow chance. They taught him speed, they taught him aim, taught him how to lead the line. No one said to turn around, no one said to take the time. One night when the fog fell thick and the stars were stitched shut tight, he felt the weight behind his chest. Not fear, but something like a light. Rudolph learned to look back, not to stay, not to stall, just to see who'd been running, trying not to fall. Rudolph learned to look back, mid-flight, mid-sky, saw the ones who followed him with tired eyes. Ooh, the bells kept ringing straight ahead. The path was clear, the pace was fast. Still he turned his glowing head toward the dark he'd already passed. He saw the names he'd outrun, saw the jokes he'd learned to bear, saw the ones who taught him silence, streets by pretending he wasn't there. Some leads are built from distance, some from staying near, some from letting others know you see them when they disappear. Rudolph learned to look back, not to fix, not to say, just to slow the night enough so the lost felt brave. Rudolph learned to look back and the fog grew thin, not because the way was easy, but because more hearts were in. By dawn the sky was opening, the cold began to break, and everyone arrived together. Rudolph leaned against the night, hooves sunk soft in powdered white. The others slept, the bells were still, the sky was wide, the air stood still. The moon was full and overly bright, like it wanted to start a fight. So Rudolph cleared his throat and said, "Nice evening, shame about the cold instead." Rudolph practiced small talk with the moon, asked if it ever felt alone, hanging up there night after night, watching everyone go home. The moon just smiled its borrowed grin, did not rush to answer back. Some conversations take their time before they find the track. Rudolph talked about the fog, about the lead he had to play, how being bright does not erase the fear of losing your way. He said sometimes the front feels loud and lonely in a crowd, and sometimes guiding everyone means never being allowed. Rudolph practiced small talk with the moon, mentioned love without a name, said there was someone back below who made the cold feel tame. The moon slid slowly through the sky, like it understood the tone. It listened in the way that says you are not strange for feeling grown. Below the rooftops held their breath, the world was wrapped in tide. Every window kept a secret, warm and glowing inside. Rudolph spoke of flying miles, of jokes that never land, of wishing someone saw him still without the glowing brand. He laughed at how ridiculous it felt to say it loud, but the moon has heard worse confessions floating through a cloud. Rudolph practiced small talk with the moon, said love feels like the lid. You pretend you know the way while hoping someone else believes. He wondered if the could not hold, something distant, always bright and terribly cold. The moon dipped low, then higher still, as if to softly say, some love is not about the touch, but choosing where you stay. By morning bells began to stir, the night released its hold. Rudolph stood a little straighter, less brave but less alone. Before he ran back to the line, he looked once more above. The moon was fading into blue, like it had set enough. Rudolph practiced small talk with the moon, then carried on his flight, guiding everyone home again with a steadier light. And somewhere in the quiet day, when the sky was pale and white, the moon remembered one red nose who taught it how to confide. Santa forgot his gloves again, left them by the door. Mrs. Claus just shook her head. She's seen this all before. He swore he had them yesterday, right next to the sleigh. But yesterday gets slippery when Christmas is on its way. The elves all place their careful bets on where they turn up next, inside the oven, in a boot, or under piles of checks. Santa forgot his gloves again, hands red as berries bright, still waving to the rooftops through the middle of the night. He warmed them on the engine hum and laughed into the cold. Said some things only work out right when rules are left untold. The wind knew every secret place those gloves had ever been. He carried jokes across the sky about the shape they'd seen. Santa forgot his gloves again, but no one missed a thing. The sleigh still sang, the bells still swung, the reindeer did their ring. By dawn they sat on the kitchen chair, exactly side by side, like they'd gone on their own small trip and taken time to The sleigh was late, the stars within. The night felt wider than it had been. Tracks curved out where they should be straight, like someone chose to hesitate. The bells rang soft, not in a rush. The sky was dark, the town was hushed. Every rooftop waited still, wondering if he ever will. Santa took the long way around, past every lost and half-found town. He didn't race the rising dawn, he let the night go on and on. Santa took the long way around, where quieter hopes are usually found. Every detour, every delay meant someone mattered her along the way. A porch light burned with no one home, a letter read but never shown. He slowed the reins, he checked the list, paused at a name he almost missed. Some nights are not about the clock, but where you stop and where you knock. Some gifts don't fit beneath the tree, they land where they're not meant to be. Santa took the long way around, past every lost and half-found town. He didn't race the rising dawn, he let the night go on and on. Santa took the long way around, where quieter hopes are usually found. Every detour, every delay meant someone mattered along the way. When morning came, the sky was pale. The sleigh flew lighter for the trail, and somewhere someone woke to find exactly what they left behind. The snow kept erupting, our conversation landing soft on noses and in your hair. Every sentence we began was tangled up in winter air. I tried to tell you something small about a song I liked last year, but a flake landed on my lips and made me start to disappear. Snow kept interrupting our conversation, falling sideways, falling slow. Every word became a pause, every laugh a little glow. You reached to brush it off my sleeve and left your fingers there. I felt a spark I couldn't name, but hoped you'd notice, aware. The street lights blurred into halos, the world was quiet, soft and white. Our words became a playful dance that vanished in the night. Snow kept interrupting our conversation, and every flake was bold. It turned our small talk into sparks, it turned our hands to gold. We spoke in giggles, half in words, half in what the eyes could do. A snowflake landed on your cheek. I brushed it off and kissed it too. The wind tried to push us further, the street tried to pull away, but somehow every drifting flake kept asking us to stay. Snow kept interrupting our conversation, and somehow that was right. The world became our chorus line beneath the quiet night. When morning found the rooftops cold and streets were brushed and bare, I held the memory of that snow and how you stayed right there. Snow kept interrupting our conversation, but I wouldn't have it gone. It made the night a little softer. It made the night our own. The carolers forgot the last verse and froze beneath the snow. Their breath hung heavy in the night like lanterns in a row. We'd been listening from the corner, hands tucked in our sleeves. The music stopped mid-laugh and left us to believe. The bell on your coat jingled once when you stepped a little near. We didn't move, the world held still and no one else came clear. The carolers forgot the last verse, so we did what felt right. No notes, no rhythm left to save, just a kiss into the night. You laughed into my chest, I laughed into your hair. The snow kept tumbling gently down like it was trying to share. A pause that smelled like pine and flame and cocoa from the shop. A moment we could claim as ours before the music stopped. The carolers forgot the last verse, and time forgot to stop. The moon leaned low to see our cheeks and bless the beating heart. We kissed again and somehow knew the world could wait a beat for snow to fall, for bells to ring, for love to feel complete. When morning found the rooftops white and echoes filled the air, we remembered how the song had paused and left us standing there. The carolers forgot the last verse, and we remembered more. That sometimes songs don't need an end to open up the door. straight lines and stars that stayed the same. They wanted curves and corners, something wilder in the frame. They climbed the ladders of the sky with pockets full of light and shuffled constellations, just a little left of right. The elves reorganized the stars for fun and not for need. They made a bear look like a teapot and bent Orion's speed. Some nights need better stories than the ones we've always known, so they sprinkled dots like laughter across the great unknown. Astronomers were baffled, maps no longer fit, but children swore the sky looked kinder, more willing to admit. The elves reorganized the stars before the world awoke and left the moon a sticky note with half-a-written joke. By morning everything was back exactly where it should, but some folks swear the sky still smiles when you're in a listening mood. Stayed on past morning, no one thought to care. They blinked against the pale blue day like they belonged there. The tree was leaning slightly now, the ornaments asleep. The room still held the echo of promises we didn't keep. Coffee cooled on every surface, footsteps crossed the floor. Nothing felt like wrapping up, nothing felt before the lights stayed on past morning, as if to softly say, there's no hard line between the night and what comes with the day. We talked about the coming year without a single plan, just naming what we carried still and what we couldn't stand. Outside the snow was thinning out, the road began to show, but inside we let the small glow stay a little longer than we should know. The light stayed on past morning until the sun caught on and turned them off without a word, as if they'd done their job. hands froze still, I don't know why. 11 held the room in place, like time forgot to move its face. The kettle cooled, the candles stayed, shadows lingered unafraid. Outside the world kept moving on, but in here something waited wrong. The night the clock stopped at 11, no midnight came, no 7, just a pause the room could keep, a promise made without the leap. The night the clock stopped at 11, between the earth and heaven, every second felt like truth, still unbroken, still uncool. The radio played half a song, a note too short, a beat too long. Your coat was still across the chair, like you were meant to still be there. The tree lights blinked but would not fade, golden red in quiet shade. Every ornament seemed to know this night refused to let us go. The night the clock stopped at 11, no midnight came, no 7, just a pause the room could keep, a promise made without the leap. The night the clock stopped at 11, between the earth and heaven, every second felt like truth, still unbroken, still uncool. Maybe time just needed rest from all the years it's tried its best. Maybe some nights ask us to stay before we're pulled too far away. I watched the second hand not move, like it had nothing left to prove. In that stillness I could see what Christmas meant to you and me. The night the clock stopped at 11, no midnight came, no 7, just a pause the room could keep, a promise made without the leap. The night the clock stopped at 11, between the earth and heaven, every second felt like truth, still unbroken, still uncool. When the hands began to turn, I felt the loss before the burn, but I will always know that time once chose to stop and call us mine. The reindeer took a coffee break halfway through the run. They parked the sleigh behind a cloud and argued over buns. Dasher wanted extra foam, Dancer spilled his cup. Comet said the night was young, they didn't need to rush. The reindeer took a coffee break and talked about their dreams. One wanted time off in July, one liked the northern streams. Santa checked his list twice more, then let the moment stay. 'Cause even Christmas has to pause to keep the joy in play. The bells went quiet just a while. The stars leaned in to hear took a coffee break, then flew back into line, moving slower, brighter still, right on Christmas time. The snow fell slow against the glass, as if it knew the room. It waited for the kettle sound, the click, the small perfume. Every flake took its own time, no hurry in the air. The world outside was holding still, like it knew you were there. The snow felt like it was listening, every hush, every breath, like it didn't want to interrupt what hadn't been said yet. You sat wrapped up in borrowed wool, your hands around the cup, said nothing, but your eyes did all the things you wouldn't bring up. The clock forgot to move an inch, the night forgot its edge. Some moments ask for nothing more than not to make a pledge. The snow felt like it was listening, not asking to be seen, just covering the sharpest parts of what the day had been. Later, when the road was gone and morning had no sound, we stepped outside and left no marks on that untouched ground. And somehow, by not naming it, we let the moment stay exactly what it needed to be, then drift quietly away. The platform smelled like metal rain and coffee gone too cold. The board was blinking apologies for stories never told. Your scarf was wrapped in practice loops, like you knew how to wait. I watched the minutes hesitate and imitate our fate. We fell in love between train announcements, between delays and signs, in the space where nothing happened except your hand in mine. A voice called out a destination neither of us claimed. We laughed like we were visitors in a place that had no name. You said you hate goodbyes too much. I said I hate the sound of doors that close on conversation still lying on the laughter cleared its throat, but never stole the moment whole. Snow crept in along the tracks like it had missed the cue. It softened every sharp intent, and everything felt true. You traced a word into my glove, then rubbed it out again. Some thoughts are safer half expressed, especially back then. We fell in love between train announcements. No tickets, no excuse, just standing where departures live with nothing left to lose. When finally my train arrived, it felt absurdly loud, as if the world remembered us and disapproved out loud. You kissed me like a question mark, not certain but sincere. The kind of kiss that stays with you long after it's not here. Even now when stations echo with names I don't belong, I listen for that broken space where we first went wrong, or right, depending how you hold it, depending how you choose. We fell in love between train announcements, and I still hear the news. We met under the wrong mistletoe. It was plastic, slightly bent, hung too low in a grocery store by the aisle of 40%. Someone laughed, someone dropped a bag. The moment almost missed, but the world leaned in just enough and rewrote what it meant. We met under the wrong mistletoe. No carols, no grand plan, just fluorescent lights and a shared look neither of us had rehearsed then. You said something about the weather, I said something worse, but the smile stayed long enough to feel like the universe. We met under the wrong mistletoe, and still the rule applied. Some magic doesn't need the scene, just the timing on its side. Later, when the year turned quiet and the city lost its glow, I thought about that first small pause and how it chose us so. box was small, the label neat, tucked away beneath our feet. Written there in careful ink, words that made us stop and think. We promised not to open this yet, not tonight, not like this. Let the warning stay intact, let the moment last. The paper pressed against the tape, every edge a fragile shape. I felt your hand pull back from mine, like we both knew the sign. Some things lose their glow too fast once they're in the past. Some things need a little wait to feel like fate. We promise not to open this yet, not tonight, not like this. Let the hoping do its work, let the silence sit outside. The bells begin to ring, announcing everything. But in that box was something more than noise could ask for. When morning came, it still was there, waiting patient, waiting fair. And somehow, by not breaking in, we let the meaning win. The fire was smaller than before, just red and almost blue. We fed it bits of memory and watched what embers do. The room smelled like old wood and time and coats that knew the cold. We told the stories we don't tell when we're trying to be bold. We stayed until the fire went out, no rush to turn away, letting the last bit of the night decide when we should leave the day. The chairs were closed, the floor creaked soft, the windows breathed in wide. Nothing needed fixing here, nothing needed light. Somewhere outside the snow began a slow unlearning sound, like the world was practicing how to lay things down. We stayed until the fire went out, till even sparks were gone, because leaving earlier would have felt all wrong. When darkness filled the empty hearth, we didn't feel the end, just something settling into place. place, like finally being friends. It sat beneath a tree all week. No card, no written clue. Wrapped in paper, plain and clean, with tape pulled straight and true. Everyone assumed it wasn't theirs, so no one claimed the shape. It waded through the crowded days and nights that overstayed, wrapped in paper left unnamed, no ribbon trying to shine, a gift that didn't ask for hands or proof it was a sign. On Christmas morning voices rose, the room began to spin. Still that box stayed where it was, patient, listening. Some things don't belong to anyone until they're understood. Some things stay unopened because that's where they're good. Wrapped in paper left unnamed, by noon the tree stood bare, and still it waited like it knew its moment wasn't there. Later when the house was calm and cups were left half full, I sat beside it on the floor. No reason, no rule. I didn't open it at all, just let it keep its grace. Some gifts are meant to stay intact in their own time and place.